There is nothing more satisfying than watching corrupt cops get the karma they deserve. Here are moments where crooked officers thought that they were untouchable until justice caught up with them. And just like these cops who thought they could arrest anyone, their encounter with two auditors proved them wrong.
Turn around. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
That's a no, man.
Police officers are always in the news for all of the wrong reasons, and these corrupt cops were no different as they were found breaking the law on body cameras. Make sure to stick around till the end as the clueless cops keep getting worse.
All you gotta do is let go of my arm.
In September 2024, First Amendment auditors Utah Defender and Utah Cop Watch, accompanied by a woman seeking to retrieve documents, went to the Division of Child and Family Services. As they were exercising their First Amendment right to film, an employee had some other ideas.
Why do they need to know that I'm here? No.
You don't need me.
Oh no, I don't need you. No, we're not turning the cameras off. No, I'm not getting out of here. Wow, lady, you're in your public
it's
job.
Our constitutional right as journalists doing a story to film you. You're a public servant. I have the laws right here in my hand. So you can't do what you're doing. It's against the law. This is prior restraint. You're trying to censor us, and you can get a federal lawsuit, and so can this building.
The woman inside refused to provide service and called her supervisor, who turned out to be even more clueless.
You guys know and understand that we the people have the right to record our documents. So then why is it that she's having a big problem with it?
And why are you
And she's a public
She
servant.
expedited you guys down here.
Because you're causing a scene and it's
No, we're not. You're causing the disturbance by your attitudes. Number one.
Sir?
Number two, when you put your hands up to my camera like the one lady did, and this lady walking away and putting her hand up, that's called prior restraint. That's violating our constitutional rights for free speech.
Your constitutional right, I understand, is to film, right? But
That's right.
People can choose not to be filmed by walking away.
Okay, turn around and walk away.
When they're public servants, they don't have that pleasure to
They
do
do.
it. No, they do not.
They sure do.
They
You guys
do
have
not.
duties.
Sure do. They can walk away from this
No,
window.
they do not.
The auditors kept debating with them, but all in vain, as they went on to call the police over. What happened next was downright abysmal.
Hey, Don. So you're gonna be under arrest, okay? You got a warrant? Don't put your hands behind your back.
I don't have a warrant.
Don't put your hands behind your back.
Well, so this is the harassment of you, Ogden Police Department.
Do you want to step back a little bit, please? Will you take those papers?
Yeah.
Wait, why
Why is she under
why do
arrest?
I have a warrant?
I don't know. You
Where's
got a
the
warrant out of Arizona?
No, I don't.
Out of Arizona?
No, I
No,
don't.
she doesn't.
No, I don't.
It got this.
No, I
it got
don't.
sponged.
I don't.
You guys are using
I can
that
show
as
you
an
right
excuse
now.
for
I
arrest
can
her.
show you the document right now on my phone.
We'll look
at it.
What's your name, sir?
It's hard for me to show
Huh?
it to you.
Your name?
Officer B. Moore.
Badge?
1050.
At what point,
No,
sir?
no, I can't even touch her.
Close. Step back.
Fucking hands off.
We're gonna
Can I
start.
show you
We're gonna,
my-
no, we're gonna start going. You're gonna
Why are
start.
you
You're gonna
keep your hands off? Whoa, stop dragging me. Stop.
Okay, yeah, you are.
I can only walk.
Okay.
Whoa, I can only walk so fast.
Hey, walk slow, relax, man.
Despite the woman claiming she had never heard of a warrant, the officers quickly arrested her and took her to the police cruiser. However, things were about to get even worse as both the auditors continued to film these corrupt cops.
You don't scare me with that dirty look. You don't scare me with that dirty look, bro. You don't. You don't.
Well, they're dragging. He's like burning. My also. Yeah, no. Oh, no, he let go just a little bit. Now, I'm going to have a fucking bruise.
Chinga tu madre.
Okay, quit pushing me up.
Let's go.
Stop. I'm walking. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. You're fucking hurting me.
Don't pull at me.
Then stop fucking dragging me. Stop dragging me.
Back up, sir.
Stop dragging
You
me.
don't back up. I'm gonna put your
Stop
hands up.
dragging me. I'm
No,
walking.
you're not, because I'm not doing
resisting
anything
at
to
all.
deserve it.
Stop it. You're fucking
I've got a
hurting me.
camera here that
Hope
shows
you
it.
enjoy it, you fucking fag. How you doing, bitch?
Just like those pathetic public employees, these officers were now starting to have issues with the cameras. However, the auditors weren't going to let them bully them.
Don't get in front of this camera when I'm filming.
Hey, get back.
That's prior restraint. You want a f***ing lawsuit, 40 Title 42?
Hey, get back.
1983 dipshit.
Hey, stay back there on the sidewalk, away from this.
F*** you.
Okay.
Shut the f*** up and don't stand in front of this camera again. I'm not
So she's being arrested for.
talking like you did.
Not detained.
Smiley, I can kick your ass too, and I'm 76 years of age, dip.
Yeah.
You know what a Green Beret is?
So this
That's what I used to
so this
do.
female officer is searching her, and the male officer is pulling her.
Yeah, they have abused her all the way down, and she tried to walk her own pace. And look at Officer Moore. And Parker, you're a prick. The kids in school. You're a kid.
Surprisingly, the officers trespassed both auditors from the government building. Little did they know, they were up against people who knew the law far better than they did.
Well, I'm trying to explain to you guys that in the state of Utah, you don't need to trespass you don't need a reason to trespass anybody.
From a private property,
Okay.
not from a public property.
You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion we committed a crime, which you do not. So get the f out of my face. You're
Not in your face.
I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. out of your
Committed
mouth.
disorderly conduct.
Oh, hell.
Lower your
I
voices,
can't be
quit
disorderly
swearing.
to police officers.
Okay, we have other victims here and other people in the
Victims?
building, so keep it down, please.
So you're really gonna put your...
You're a sergeant, or you
Hold on.
So, guys,
be.
just
get
Let
out
them
of
be.
my face.
we don't need to
them be.
escalate the situation.
You
Okay?
guys already have. You pulled her on a warrant. It's not even there.
So
Have you checked on the warrant? Or are you guys gonna do it?
James English, the guy behind the YouTube channel Utah Defender, was the one really angry on the officer's behavior. As he continued to film them, one of the cops did something shocking.
Go over there. Go over there. Turn around. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
That's a no, man. Relax. That's a no, man. Relax. Don't worry, I'm not
I'm
gonna...
gonna just make sure he doesn't interfere.
You don't need to twist my arm around like that.
I do, because you're resisting.
No, I wasn't. I am relaxed, Skip.
Can I have his keys? Can I have his keys so I could drive
Let
home?
them finish, okay?
You can break my yeah, because you're sovereign citizens and you can do it, right? How do you like this, Jose?
Yeah.
Can you stop yelling at me?
No, I don't have to. And I have a heart condition too.
Is this your ride or is this just
No.
a passerby?
Just pass it.
That's
Look
my
at
fucking wallet, you know that?
look at the way you guys are making him.
Like that.
I can speak like that all I want.
Not wanting to fix somebody like this
Yes,
as a victim
I
of
can
disorderly
speak all I want
conduct.
to.
I already explained that
No,
to you.
I have a First Amendment right to use
Not
any word I
wanting to
want
fix
to.
other people in this
Fuck.
The officers had no reason to arrest him, and he was only arrested for exercising his First Amendment right. These cops might need to develop a thicker skin and stop arresting people just because of their fragile egos.
Without interference.
Hey, Sergeant. I need my pants pulled up. You're gonna ignore me, aren't you?
Sorry,
Jose.
can I get your name and badge number?
Jose, come over here and pull my pants up, please.
I can.
Why?
But then I'll get arrested too, so one of them has to be out. So are you okay with me taking the possession of your keys and everything?
Yeah.
And can he also take possession of your vehicle? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need you to ask.
Well, I was just
Oh
being-
wait, I already have his keys. I already got your keys.
Yeah, come over here and get the rest of my stuff.
Remember, she's trying to be a victim for what, I don't know what. But we'll get the body cameras.
James continued to thrash the officers as he made it very clear that cuffs weren't enough to keep him quiet.
Hey, Walt. Walt. Walt.
Jose, get all my stuff. It's over there on the ground.
I will.
You have right to take my vehicle, okay?
Who do you want me to call? Anybody?
Huh?
You want me to call anybody?
I would like my phone. I have a right to have it under the First Amendment.
Yeah, you.
I want my phone.
James was placed in the back of the cruiser and taken to the police station, where he was charged with disorderly conduct and interfering with a peace officer. However, he was released shortly after and plans to file a complaint against the officers. These cops clearly had no clue about the law, and this next guy wasn't any good either.
We need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Then we'll put your hands.
On August 20th, 2024, First Amendment auditor Kansas City Accountability was walking down a sidewalk recording when a bank employee aggressively confronted her.
How you doing?
Doing good. How can I help you?
You got a bottle of water and a lollipop?
I do not, but you are not allowed to video the branch.
Why is that?
Because it's a federal institution, you cannot video it.
Oh, I'm not. I don't plan on going inside of your bank. I'm not doing
You can't
nothing.
video the outside of my branch. It's a bank.
Okay.
You cannot video it.
But I'm actually working on something.
Okay, but you can't video the branch.
Well, I'm not going to be out here long. You know, just a few more hours. I'm not going to be too long out here.
Either stop videoing, or I will call security and have them stop you.
Security?
You cannot video the
You
branch.
can call security. Security can't do nothing.
Jillian had no clue that the auditor was simply recording from the sidewalk where anything visible could be recorded. Shortly after, her supervisor stormed out and was also schooled by the auditor. It is.
What can we help with, sir?
I asked her, did she have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No.
You don't?
They don't have bottled water for clients.
Or lollipops?
You can go through the drive-thru if you would like, but we can't have you videoing and taking surveillance of our building.
And like I
So
told,
I'm going to ask that you leave the premises, or we're going to have you escorted out.
like I told the young lady that just came out,
So why are you still recording? What is the
Like-
purpose?
I can't even talk. You won't stop talking.
No.
Why do I have to turn the video on?
This is a security issue.
Uh-huh.
This is a bank,
Why'd you walk up so close?
so I can talk to you.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Like I was telling her, I'm working on something pretty big. This is big for me. So I told her I was just coming down here to do some recording.
Okay.
We're not
You're
going
not allowed to do that.
from the sidewalk.
Truly shocking how these people have no clue about the law regarding public photography, and the auditor wasn't giving up so easily.
Bank. It's a security issue
For what?
for the employees who work here.
What are their concerns?
That people who would want to rob this bank would video it to see how things operate and then use that. You're not allowed to video it.
How crazy do that sound, man? I told her
You
I was
don't
working.
work in the industry, you don't work in the bank. That's a security protocol. You need to stop. I'm telling you, when the police show up,
Okay.
they're going to ask you to leave and tell you to stop.
How about this? If you're wrong, would you apologize to me? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize to you. And of course, they'll make me leave. But I tell them before I leave, let me apologize to this gentleman and these ladies. So if you guys are wrong, would you guys apologize to me?
Sure.
Okay.
As he waited for the cops to arrive, he moved on to the parking lot and continued filming. As expected, the woman returned, this time even more furious.
This is Missouri, you guys. This is what they think. So I told them we was going to actually come over here and get the drive-through. All right, you guys. So we made over here to the drive-through. The gentleman actually did not follow me. So, and I can see the lady up front, you guys, on the phone still, crying to the to KCPD. So here come the guy that said he's gonna follow me. I guess he's escorting one of the customers out who was doing a little, you know, I guess a little crying. All right, you guys. I told him I'm going to record the cars, but you know, y'all, we not here for cars and tags. That's not why we here. Stay with me. I can't hear you.
These are private vehicles. You are not at liberty to take pictures of them.
I cannot hear you. Can you stop yelling so I can understand?
Loud, you can hear me.
I can't
Do not
understand.
take pictures of the vehicles
I can't-
in this parking lot.
Now say it one more time so I can understand what
Do not take pictures of the vehicles in a bank parking lot.
But I'm not on your property.
It
But
doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter.
That matters.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't.
This is private information. It is not for your use. You video me all you want.
Just
I
go
don't
to the
care.
side.
No, I will
It's not
not.
like that. It's not how this works.
Only
You're
in
a
movies.
journalist that doesn't know anything about a bank. Right?
Only on movies.
What?
When last time a bank got robbed? Any bank. It can be
This
anywhere in the
bank
world.
got robbed within the last 3 months.
For real? I can do a story on that. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, I don't believe that. What company do you work for?
Give me your business card. I'm going to send you the story when I'm done with it. I'm independent. I told you I was independent. Yeah.
Okay, so what have you been publishing before?
I got a lot of work published. Banks, government facilities.
What about them?
I cover them, man.
What do you cover?
Give me your business card. See, that's where you being rude at though, man. I shouldn't have told you nothing, man.
You didn't tell me anything. You're refusing to answer my question.
So you guys,
After I treated you with respect and dignity.
you should do that outside on the public. You're in the public.
Which I did, but you're not treating me with that same respect.
I am.
No, you're not.
You blocking my footage. You stand. You come out here on public, and you blocking my footage.
Because you can't record the bank.
You can.
You can't.
I think they probably hear because she's waving at somebody. Huh? I can barely hear you.
Gotta go somewhere else, please.
Why would you say that?
Gotta go somewhere else.
This is Titan's security, actually. He told me I gotta go somewhere else, so I guess he don't know the law either. That's why he's a security.
The auditor had left the employees and the security fuming, all while he was enjoying his time out there recording. After 15 minutes, the cops arrived and he hoped that they would deliver justice, but he was wrong.
What's going on, sir?
How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number just so I know who I'm speaking to?
Yeah, it's Officer Holland 5826.
Great. How you doing, sir? Can I get your name and badge number just so I can know who I'm speaking to?
Right here.
I don't want to butcher it. How do you say that?
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you asking me?
No, first, let me ID this guy, like his policy says. Can I get your name and badge number, sir, please?
5011.
Thank you so much for being professional. How can I help you guys?
Well, we got called here because you're videotaping stuff and they asked you to leave and you have not.
I didn't go on their property or on their
Okay,
property.
well, we also received another call from another bank of you doing the exact same thing about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, on the sidewalk.
So what are you doing?
I'm recording.
Why?
Just like the employees, the cops failed to understand the concept of a public sidewalk. It is embarrassing how these law enforcement officers have no grasp of the Constitution that they were sworn to protect.
I let the guy know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I told him I have no ill intent. I'm not on you guys' property. I'm on the sidewalk.
Well,
So
what's the story?
I told him I can't say it's not published yet.
Okay, but do you understand how it's weird?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you understand how it's legal for me to record on the public sidewalk?
Okay, well,
Why
you're
won't you
saying
tell
they
him
asked you
that?
to leave and you would not.
Because I'm on the public sidewalk.
You're still in the parking lot.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
They own all the way.
Sir, can I get a supervisor out here, please? Let's get a supervisor.
Okay, well, we need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Then we'll put your hands.
It took the deluded officer just 1 minute to make the arrest for not providing ID. However, the cops soon released him, allowing him to return and continue filming.
Yeah, they just cuffed me, y'all. It's her right there hollering. Don't know the law. And she turned my camera off. That's why my camera just... Let me get back to the public.
Well, let's get off their property.
Look at Holland. I got you. You know the last time you see me, Miss Holland? This is not the last time you see me, Holland. Look at them. Yeah, you guys. So I'm up here at Security Bank. They came and cuffed me. You can still see the ring around me. You still see the ring. You still see the ring around my wrist. She stopped my video. Big dog. Big dog. Come and give me my apology.
The auditor surely didn't forget the supervisor's earlier promise to apologize to him if he was wrong. However, when called back, he completely forgot about it.
What's up? You got something for me?
No.
You ain't got nothing for me? You ain't gonna say, you ain't gonna apologize? You said if I'm wrong, if you guys are wrong, that you'll apologize. Y'all said I cannot record this building. And y'all called the cops on me. Yo, you said you would have. Man, it's okay, bro. Man, I'm about to get everything. Look at this, y'all. He ain't even a man of his word.
Moving on, we have this off-duty female police officer who is caught for speeding and is about to find out how she isn't above the law.
You need your license, registration, proof of insurance. Is that your friend back there? Okay. All right. So how long ago did you drink? When? Tuesday? Okay. All right. I'll be right back. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance? How much have you had to drink?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just following her home.
Okay.
It was later revealed that the woman in the blue car was Trier Nieper, an off-duty Columbus police officer. The troopers soon got her out of the car suspecting she was intoxicated.
Any reason why you guys are racing?
honestly just follow me prior.
Okay. Because you're not the only people on the road. You do understand that. Okay. You stand right here. Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems? No. Are you wearing contacts?
I'm sorry?
Are you wearing contacts?
No.
No. Go ahead and spit your gum out for me. Interlace your fingers like this. Place them up under your chin. That'll help keep your head still, okay? Can you see the tip of my pen right here? Tilt your chin down just a little bit. All right, look right here.
After conducting a simple eye test, the officer detained her momentarily as she went on to deal with the other driver, who was surely intoxicated.
You mind if I pat you down for weapons? I'm gonna have you stand right here for me. Arms behind your back. Yep. You're not under arrest. Just have a seat. No, you're fine. I'll turn the light on for you, okay? Roll your other window up. Roll your other window up so your dog doesn't jump out. Turn around, face me. Do you have any gum in your mouth? Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems?
Sorry.
Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems?
I've heard about 11 concussions.
Okay. Alright, are you wearing contacts?
The officer's friend, who was identified as Paige Slyman, now had to undergo some field sobriety tests, and she clearly didn't do any good on them.
Put your right foot in front of your left. Heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left. Arms down to your sides. Maintain that position till I complete the instructions. Once you start walking, don't stop till you complete the test. You understand the instructions, ma'am?
Yes.
Go ahead and begin. Count your first step as 1. Count the turn. Now left return. Okay. We'll come up here a little closer.
Paige failed the first 2 sobriety tests, and the officer conducted a 3rd test that confirmed she was too impaired to drive.
You'll count out loud in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on till I tell you to stop. I need you to look at your raised foot the entire time. Line in a second. Line without heel toe. Put them in there. It's a little closer. Say the alphabet from the letter D as in David to the letter X as in X-ray without singing it. D to X. You'll have to speak up so I can hear you. Go ahead and begin when you're ready.
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, U, V, W.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and turn around for me. Hands behind your back. Palms together. I'm going to raise your sleeves up. Palms together for me. Palms. Yep. Don't interlace them. Yep, just like that.
It was clear she was heading to jail for drunk driving. Now it was time for the off-duty officer to come under scrutiny and undergo the same field sobriety test.
We're coming from Little Turtle.
I got you.
I was taking her to get her car, and I was going, she was going to her boyfriend's house, and I was going to my friend's house. And when I saw she was getting pulled over, I just pulled over with her.
Just gonna run through some tests here, okay? Obviously, I detect the odor of alcohol, so just make sure you can run some tests, all right? I'm gonna have you step over this way a little bit more, right there. Cool.
Although she was doing a lot better than her friend, she needed to come out extra clean to ensure that the officer let her go. However, during the third and final test, things took a turn for the worse.
Arms on your side, you're gonna count out loud. If you pull your foot down, pick it back up and resume counting from where you left off at. Do you have any questions for me? Okay. I'll let you start whenever you're ready.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. 1029, 1030.
You can stop. Alright. So I'm just going to look at your eyes one more time. We're going to do another test and do circle. Well, I'm going to have you back up for me, okay? Alright, I'm going to have you step out and just come to my front of my patrol car real quick, okay? I'm just gonna have you step up here, step up front with me. Sorry about that. Alright, see that red light right there? This red light in my patrol car right here on my camera? Yeah. I'm just gonna have you face that, okay? Cool. I'm gonna have you step forward for me, okay? Alright, I'm gonna have you place your hands behind your back like you're clapping. I'm gonna explain some things to you, okay? So right now, here, I'll have you put like you're clapping. Cool. So right now, you will be placed under arrest for OVI. I'm just going to read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right.
Pryor and her friend were arrested for OVI, speeding, and drag racing. The officer also later refused to take a breathalyzer test and never got her BAC checked. The arrest and the charges, however, didn't cause any harm to her role in the Columbus Police Department, and she remains employed there, which may not remain the case once she gets convicted. But this isn't the last time an officer was caught driving drunk, and this time he was on duty.
Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit.
In June 2024, Albuquerque police officer Jordan Hernandez was driving erratically when a state trooper pulled him over and started questioning him.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
Yeah, you have 11 minutes left?
Yeah, I
okay.
go in that 12.
Okay, and also, you're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire. That's all it is.
Come back here and talk to me real quick. Yeah, so you're doing stand right here. So did you even see me on the freeway?
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't see me at all?
No, sir.
You didn't see me at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, were you doing a buck 12 and I turned around? I actually saw you in the median. I turned around and I've been chasing you probably since the 2:12-ish.
Okay.
The trooper immediately detected the smell of alcohol and noticed slurred speech, clear signs that the individual was intoxicated.
You have your weapon on you, right?
What's that?
You have your weapon on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's put it in your car real quick.
Okay.
And your taser.
Okay. What's that?
Where do you live at?
Hunting Ranch.
Hunting Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, like everybody, I told you to put your gun away. Okay, I'll be flat out honest with you. Okay, 1, you're speeding.
Yes, sir.
With no lights on.
Yes, sir.
2, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
Honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
It's because I don't have my other light or my other key, and so my other key it fucks me up because I don't have my other key in the ignition, and so it's pulling on my belt. That's why.
To confirm his suspicion, the trooper started the field sobriety test, which would mark the downfall of Officer Hernandez's career.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes. So nothing drink recently?
No, sir.
Okay, any major head injury?
Just a headache recently, but nothing crazy.
Okay. See my fingertip?
Yes, sir.
Follow my fingertip with your eyes only. And don't move your head. Yes. So, Mr. Hernandez, can you explain why I would smell alcohol from your breath?
I don't know why, sir.
Okay, here we go. Don't move your head. Mr. Hernandez, do you have a license?
On me, yeah.
Can I see it? Okay. Don't look at my knuckle, look at my fingertip, okay?
Mr. Hernandez's unsteady gaze made it clear that he was intoxicated. The trooper then administered the walk and turn test.
Mr. Hernandez, do me a favor. On that imaginary line, place your left foot just like this.
Okay.
Go ahead and do it for me now. Mr. Hernandez.
I'm sorry.
That was your right foot. I said place.
Oh, sorry. I can't hear you.
Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
You feel understand what I want you to do?
Yes, sir.
Next up will be step number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, turn and face me. Heels and toes together.
Clearly, no blue privilege was given here as the officer was instructed to conduct a third and final test.
Whenever you're ready, I'll tell you when to stop.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004,
Okay, come over with me. Can you count backwards?
Yes, sir.
Count backwards from the number 58 to 43 backwards.
Yes, sir.
Don't sing them. Don't sing them.
Don't sing them?
Yeah, just count backwards.
Okay. 58, 57, 56, or sorry, 40 or 58 to where?
43.
43, okay. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
The trooper determined that there was enough evidence to arrest Mr. Hernandez for DUI and proceeded to handcuff him. It's shocking that he was on his way to work in such an intoxicated state.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit.
Okay.
Okay, go and take care of you. So I will do the favor of that. Would you disagree with me?
I wouldn't agree with you, sir.
No, I said would you disagree with me?
I would disagree with you.
Okay.
Can I put it in my unit?
Sure. Yes, I mean, yes. Did you do great in the fields? No. Do you know how to do the field sobriety test? Yes. Your speech. I've never heard you speak. The strong odor. Your eye movements. Okay.
Okay, but my eye movement and nothing else. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to argue.
Well, I know you're not.
I'm good. Here.
The officer faced public humiliation on the roadside, forced to surrender his police uniform and equipment.
Do you have a t-shirt? Do you have a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Let's check out the APD.
Okay.
Go. Mr. Hernandez?
Yes.
I thought that's what they said, Mr. Callas.
That's my shirt. That's my partner. I wear his shirt.
Okay.
It's just because his shirt fits better.
Okay. So, Mr. Hernandez, I'm about to tell you something very important. You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. The next complaint consent act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood.
Shockingly, Hernandez also declined to give a breathalyzer test, knowing that his license would be suspended for over a year.
A licensed nurse or laboratory technician or technologist who's available at the hospital, or a physician of your own choice to perform additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by law enforcement agency, which is us, the New Mexico State Police. Mr. Hernandez, do you agree to take our test? Every time I'm asking for a breath test.
No, sir.
Okay, sir, I can't force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your next driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court for driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence if you have refused to be tested. Furthermore, you'll be charged with aggravated DWI, which you know. With that in mind, do you want to submit to a breath test?
No, sir.
Do you feel turn around this way? Open your mouth. Lift your tongue. Open your mouth. It's now 12:06. Okay. And I'll take this from you.
Hernandez was then taken to the police station where he was charged with DUI. He was swiftly placed on administrative duty following this arrest. Now, while this cop faced arrest, this next tyrant was utterly humiliated by his sergeant.
Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything. Ran over here like a crazy person.
you're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
On September 6, 2023, Officer Patrick conducting a traffic stop when a woman named Brittany flipped him off. Shockingly, he ended the stop abruptly and pursued her, pulling her over shortly after.
If it's possible, could you make my location? How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department. Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being...
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why...
You are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay, well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah, would you mind, Henderson, go ahead and detaining her in cuffs?
The officer, whose ego was clearly hurt when Brittany gave him the one-finger salute, was now claiming that she failed to signal before going into the left lane. However, the dashcam video clearly proves that she had her indicator on.
Why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah, would you mind, Henderson, go ahead and detaining her in cuffs?
He's done illegal to me.
Okay, alright, we'll just continue to violate that comment.
You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
It is absolutely shocking and disdainful how this cop used his power to get back at the lady. Arresting someone for a minor traffic offense is crazy to think of, but we know the sinister reason behind this.
I'm sorry. You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is. You're under arrest. Grab my phone. Please grab me.
We'll get it. You want me to transport, or you think it's better?
Danny can do.
Danny, would you mind just transporting? You don't have to do anything else other than transport. I'll be there. Can you go ahead and give me an next rotational record? That female is in my custody. I believe it's going to be Brittany Trevino.
Moments after making the illegal arrest, the corrupt officer made an even bigger mistake that would land him in trouble later.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm gonna turn this off. No.
Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
Why are we arresting her for traffic infraction?
Well, she comes down the street, comes right towards me. As I'm walking back by the car, didn't do nothing, she flicks me off. Mm-hmm. And then as she does that, she gets on the lane, fails to signal lane change.
Mm-hmm.
See? You guys, it's going to be an issue?
Huh?
Think it's going to be an issue?
Given your history,
yeah.
So, any other person you would write a ticket to, right? You would normally write a ticket to this person for this, just because that in the past you've done this, and this, right? This is something that you would normally write a ticket for.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead and release it?
Yes.
Yeah.
As both of these pigs turned off their body cams, they had no clue that Brittany's mobile camera was capturing their conversation, during which they were trying to come up with something to make her arrest seem genuine. It is cops like Patrick who give the entire police department a bad name.
So let's write the ticket and go about it that way.
Sounds good.
All you're going to do is give her more ammo. All right?
Yep.
So write the ticket, fill it out.
Her makeup on. Have a license plate of North Sam Henry 9090.
Turns out Officer Patrick had some previous altercations with Brittany as well, and this officer was a known woman abuser in the area. Imagine what happens when you give power to a psycho like him. But thankfully, the supervisor arrived and released Brittany from this illegal detainment.
Do you have an email address? What? L? Okay. Brittany L.
And they're like, you can stab right through it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can stay off to it. You guys want me to wear this for bullets? Are you kidding me? What do you mean you can stay off to it? I mean, I've never tried. They did tell me though that you can stab right here.
Here, Brittany, this is going to be your citation. You've received one before. The court date is 9/27/23. Address and phone number for the quarter right here. This is a QR code to check it online.
It is great to see Brittany laughing again, but the supervisor must also ensure that Patrick is taken care of. We can't have a law enforcement officer brutalizing innocent women like this.
So I understand that you flicked the officer off. That's not. So my question was, did you flick the officer off?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Regardless of what your history is with Officer Akers, your intense hate caused you to flick him off, and then you committed a traffic violation. Okay? Had you just gone on about your day and not worried about flicking people off or anything like that, none of this would have happened.
I know, but
that's not pleading guilty. That just promises to take care of that ticket, okay? None of it ever is good on those automated ones, okay? So here's the thing, right? Had you just gone on about your day, right? So your intense hatred is causing you to do other things that is drawing attention to you.
The supervisor is completely wrong here. Brittany was simply exercising her constitutional right and did nothing illegal. The focus should be on Officer Patrick, who is avoiding responsibility for his actions.
I'm not here to debate this situation with you. I watched the video. I know everything that occurred. Okay? I know about the court stuff, everything that occurred. If Officer Akers had done anything wrong, he wouldn't be here right now. Right? That's 100% true. It is. So you need to move on and not be running around flipping people off, right? I get it. That's your First Amendment if you want to flip people off, but what it did is it caused you to create a hazard into a traffic infraction. Regardless of what y'all's history is, you need to move along with it. All right? Have a good day.
Well, if you think this was intense, wait till you see what happened to this female officer who made a huge blunder.
If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way.
Washington State police officer Brianna Strauss posted something on TikTok which would become her undoing.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. Say to everyone out there, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way.
She had no idea that the video would go viral. Within hours of her posting it, the police department issued a statement condemning Strauss, and she was subsequently suspended for 10 hours. Now this officer learned her lesson, and the actions of these next cops will leave you stunned.
Hey, we took a call saying that you might be sleeping out here. Okay, so you're choosing to get arrested instead of just giving me your name.
On June 7th, 2019, a resident of Keokuk, Iowa was sitting on a bench watching the sunrise over the Mississippi River when a couple of officers came over and started to intimidate him.
Hey, we took a call saying that you might be sleeping out here.
No, I was laying down for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Laying on my back.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the sky.
Okay. You got your ID with you?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
Am I doing something illegal?
Well, we got called here for suspicious activity, so I got an ID.
Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
Huh?
Is that a misdemeanor or felony?
Is it a misdemeanor or a felony? Well, it could be a misdemeanor if you failure to identify yourself.
Well, unless I'm breaking a law, I'm not going to be.
Okay, so you're choosing to get arrested instead of just giving me your name.
I'm choosing to not break a law, which I'm not doing.
The individual, who was later identified as Logan Land, made sure to stand up for his rights as he refused to give his name. He had violated no law, and it was later revealed that an off-duty officer had reported him to the cops, claiming that he was sleeping on the bench.
Am I breaking the law?
By not giving me your identification, yes, you are.
That's not the way it
Yes,
works.
that's interference.
Are you detaining me or am I free to go?
No, you're being detained.
For what?
Because we're investigating suspicious.
You give me reasonable, articulable suspicion.
We got called here by a third party for an individual sleeping by the flagpole.
Okay.
You're the only person here by the flagpole.
Did you see me sleeping?
No, you just admitted to me that you were.
I never said anything about sleeping. I said I was laying on my back and I was looking at the sky.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
No, but we still got called here, so we got to investigate it.
Well, you call him back and you tell him that I wasn't sleeping.
Okay, so are you going to give me your name or
No, I'm
not?
not.
Okay, stand up, turn around. You're under arrest.
Is this really how it works?
Yes, that is how it works,
I'm
man.
like a supervisor here.
Okay. Hey, release your hands for me, dude.
90 seconds was all it took for the police officer to arrest him. They went on to search his property as he was taken to the police station.
This isn't a Terry stop. I'm not breaking the law.
All right. Hey, you want to take him to your car? Yep. Is this your stuff?
I'm not answering any more questions. I want an attorney.
Okay, go ahead. Take one.
Mr. Land was placed in a cell when a police officer approached him, unable to provide any answers to his pointed question.
What's that?
You gonna let me out of here?
No, why?
What am I doing here?
What?
What am I doing here?
Well, I don't know.
Why
I think you're under arrest. What's that?
Why are you violating my rights?
We're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, what's your name, pal?
Why would I tell you? Maybe if you had a legal, lawful reason to detain me, I'd give it to you.
Well, we took a complaint on you, so there was.
You can take a complaint on anything.
Right, so we have to investigate, and that includes getting your identification.
Does that mean I'm obliged to entertain you? Absolutely not.
Well, you can talk to the judge about it then, okay?
Well, this ain't a communist country.
I agree.
Well, then what the hell's going on?
Well, we're trying to figure that out.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Well, I would. It would be a lot.
Violating my rights.
We're not.
You are.
No.
You are.
No, we're not.
The victim had every reason to be upset with the police as he was arrested for sitting in a public place. It is baffling how the cops thought the arrest was valid.
You show up because you get a complaint of me sleeping in the park.
Right.
I'm not. They show up and ask me if I'm sleeping. So you tell me that that's a lawful detainment? That's a reasonable, articulable suspicion, huh?
To check on you, absolutely.
To check on me for what?
To make sure
Come
you're
on,
okay.
don't bullshit me.
I'm not.
You're violating my rights.
No.
It's an illegal detainment.
Okay. You can identify yourself to the judge, or else they're probably not going to let you out, though. Okay. So cooperate.
For what? Cooperate with what?
Well, they have to know who you are before they release you.
Bullshit.
Okay.
They have to know
All right.
because. Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
Okay. Well, are you going to tell me your name?
No. You tell me.
I want to know who I'm talking to.
Tell me how he lawfully detained me.
Right.
I hear it.
Land's constitutional rights had been violated, and he continued to question the reason for his arrest. Shockingly, the officers justified their actions by claiming that mere suspicion was enough for an arrest.
Hey, suspicious behavior, is that a misdemeanor or felony? Tell me that. Tell me what code that is.
Suspicious behavior?
What statute is that?
Are you familiar with Terry versus Ohio?
Yes, I'm very familiar with it.
So
You have to have reasonable.
Absolutely.
Okay, well then articulate to me about what crime you saw me committing. You had a phone call.
You don't have to see a crime being committed to stop somebody and check
You have
on
to
it.
get a phone call? That's it?
Well, absolutely. We took a complaint.
Yeah, that's hearsay.
Okay.
That's not reasonable.
Well, it came from another officer who happens to walk the park and noticed that you're not there on a daily basis sleeping in the park. And so I think it's probably pretty good grounds to understand why we're here, okay?
So an officer.
You think you know a lot here? You're
I do know a lot
You're not
here.
seeming to know a whole lot.
I do know a lot here.
Hold on. I'm
sleeping.
talking now.
Okay.
Mr. Land was right about the reasonable suspicion, as the officer never found him sleeping. The arrest footage clearly exposes the officer's misconduct and highlights the significant error they made in detaining him without a cause.
So again, it's a little. Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on. Again, we have a community caretaking function here, and it's a little odd when you find somebody sleeping, so we can check on their well-being in the park as well.
Is it illegal to sleep in the park?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's illegal to take a nap in the park.
If you are there outside of hours, absolutely.
Am I there outside of hours?
You weren't when we found you. However, it is still odd. What was he arrested for, gentlemen? Okay.
Interference.
Interference is a crime.
Of an illegal detainment?
It's not an illegal detainment, sir. You will not find any concurrence with me on that, okay? I will not agree with you.
You obviously do not know the law. You don't know what a Terry stop is. You don't.
Okay.
You don't. You need to go back to the academy. I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
All right.
Hire your supervisor. Who's your boss?
The assistant chief of police.
Can I speak to him?
He did an excellent job standing up for his rights and holding these corrupt officers accountable.
I don't see how you don't see this.
And he's the one who called on you.
It's an illegal detainment.
It's not.
What it is.
It's really not, sir.
It is.
It's not.
It is. It is. You articulate to me.
I already have several ways. You're not seeming to comprehend.
You have it. You had people call in and say I was sleeping. When they showed up, was I sleeping?
I wasn't there. My officers arrested
Why don't
you.
you ask them? It's common sense.
Okay, bud.
Well, you don't want to ask them. Why don't you ask them? They're like, hey, this is America.
Okay.
This is America. You must have forgot that. If you were
I remember, sir.
Then you go police in China
Okay.
or Russia or some communist country. You forgot
What's that? Yeah, he can go
the
for it.
Constitution is. You guys must be really hard up.
We're really not.
You are.
No.
You are. You're violating rights. If you let me go.
Well, I can't
You're arresting me on some dumb shit. I'm not obliged to give you my name.
Okay.
I'm not obliged to give you anything.
All right. Well, you can talk to the judge about
Ego
that.
trip is what the
That works. It's really not, sir. It is not. No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nope.
Land chose to represent himself in court, and the case was dismissed as expected. Following this, he filed a civil rights lawsuit against the officers and the city. After a long 4 years, the case is finally heading to trial. We hope that Land receives the justice that he deserves, and that this serves as a powerful lesson for the officer involved. Now, if you thought that cop was bad, wait until you see what this next officer did. It is beyond shocking.
I got him on camera assaulting for no legal reason. And I'm gonna file a police report. You got a lawsuit coming.
An African-American man was walking on the Marymount Hospital campus when a Cleveland Clinic police officer approached and began harassing him.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
I got a call that you're looking through people's cars and
You're about to get a lawsuit.
You fit the description.
You have no
Red t-shirt,
legal
white
right.
shorts.
You have no legal right
Call that you're looking through people's
to put your
cars.
hands on me.
Sir.
This
Sir.
is an assault.
Sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Sir, can you please turn around?
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Sidoti, 190.
You're about to get
What's
a
your
lawsuit.
name, sir?
You're
Sir,
about to
what
get a
is your
lawsuit. You have no legal right to ask me on my name.
Sir, we got a
or
call
to
that
put
you're
your
looking
hands
through
on
people's
me.
vehicles. We got a call that you're looking through people's vehicles.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
All right, and you won't identify yourself, you wouldn't stop, and you're on
You have
private
no
property.
legal right to identify me.
There's nothing illegal about looking at parked cars in public. Soon after, another officer arrived who was having problems understanding the situation.
We got a call that he was looking through people's vehicles. And he wouldn't stop.
This character saw me up on the hill exercising, going through the lot. He started his car. He was up there sleeping or reading or something. Followed me down and stopped me over here. I exercise here every day.
Okay. I'm here.
He put his
almost every day,
hands
and
on me
I've never
with
seen
no legal reason.
We got a call that
I
you're
got it
looking
on
through
film.
people's cars.
Okay.
What's your name, officer?
Officer
What-
Buchanan.
Look, he has no reason to ID me. No legal reason. You all about to get a huge lawsuit. I got him on camera assaulting. You saw him assaulting when you walked up. Am I right?
I don't see doing
Absolutely. You did.
Sir, I just need your IDs.
You're
right now.
about
Do
you
We got-
escalated this thing into
we
No.
have.
We're not going backwards.
The officer seemed nervous, clearly realizing he had made a mistake. However, these cops never admitted it. Keep watching to see how badly it ended for him.
This is a lawsuit.
Sir, we got a call that you're.
And I'm
looking through
suing
people's
you
vehicles.
personally
We got a call
for
that
putting
you're
your
looking
hands
through
on me.
people's vehicles.
You didn't see me
We got to
look in anybody's vehicle. What did you see me doing?
Looking at people's vehicles.
Talk to them. Tell me you saw me doing nothing illegal.
We got a call that you're looking.
I'm dressed to exercise. I do this every day.
190.
Ask anybody, any of your staff.
You wouldn't stop and
You
talk
gave
to me.
me
You
no
wouldn't
legal
identify yourself on
reason.
private property.
Name a legal reason. You should have thought this out before escalating. This is a police report, and you're liable. This is a police report now. It's all on film.
It is great to see a citizen stand up for his rights against these officers who continue to intimidate innocent people.
I have a legal right to defend myself when you do it. Either that badge does not give you the right. It does not give you the right to put your hands on it.
I got a call that you're looking at
You questioned me about it. What did I say?
And I have a
What
right
did
to
I
identify
say?
You too. When I'm
You don't
speaking
have
with you're on private property.
You don't have name the legal right that I have to identify. And I committed
What's
no
your
crime.
reason of being here?
And I committed no crime. I've told
What's your
you
reason of being
several
here?
times.
Exercising.
I'm here
correct?
every day. Every day. I didn't have a problem until today. I've been doing this ever since the weather's been warm enough.
You're on clinic property.
That's your problem, and you got an even bigger problem, buddy, for putting your hands on me. All right, let's see if this stands up in court.
You have no treason clinic business.
The victim was waiting for Officer Garfield to file a complaint against the officer. Meanwhile, he continued lecturing the cop.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Apparently you don't. You can't just grab people up.
Sir.
You can't grab people up on a say-so. You didn't see me. You observed me for at least 45 seconds to a minute. Doing what I was doing when you stopped me and questioned me. And I confirmed what you saw. Irrespective of what someone said. Wait till they find out who I am.
Well, because we gotta call dispatch. And they were saying,
right up there. He watched me come up the hill. I'm trotting backwards.
Yeah.
Turned around, made eye contact with him. Came back here. He started his car up and followed me. You have now articulate what crime I've committed that I have to ID. I know my rights.
Eventually, Officer Garfield arrived and things were about to go from bad to worse for the tyrant cop.
How you doing? You Garfield?
Please, yeah, I'm Garfield.
My name is Keith Golston.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You might know my mother's name.
Probably. Yeah.
They talk about Ernie there. She was the first black dispatcher ever. Head dispatcher at Garfield Heights Police Department. I grew up here.
Okay.
I want to file a police report. I got this guy on film assaulting me without probable cause.
Okay.
I'm a resident here.
Yeah. You know what the yes, you have a right to do what you need to do, but this is the clinic, which means it's private. So if they ask you to do something, you gotta listen to.
No. Let's test that legally. If he can put his hands on me without probable cause, anywhere in the continental United States.
Yeah. No,
if he can put his hands on me, this is the issue. I answered his question.
Okay.
Shockingly, Officer Garfield sided with his fellow officer, showing they believe they could act without facing any consequences.
My point is this: he has no legal right, therefore, to put his hands on me or impede my progress, let alone ID me for a suspicion. Let's test that it's gonna get tested legally.
Well, see, sir, this is a private.
Nah, I don't want to, bruh. It don't.
You can't even. You're not even supposed to be filming here.
Bruh.
It's just like if I went to your house and you text me.
Nah, this is you don't know what you're talking about because he's claiming you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. He just claimed that this was private property.
It is private property.
Yeah.
Which means you have to do what they ask you to do.
No,
Yes,
I
you
do not.
Yes, you do.
I have to legally.
If I went to your
I'm
house-
legally required. You're required legally to obey the law.
Just when it seemed like things might improve, another officer claimed that filming there wasn't legal. However, by this point, the cop was clearly scared, knowing his harassment had been caught on camera.
I'm filing a lawsuit.
You cannot film.
No, I can do anything I want to do, man.
This is a private
Yes, I
property.
can.
You're not supposed to be filming here.
Stop me then.
Well, see, that's where you go wrong. You can't. If I went to your house and you asked me not to do
This
something,
is not my house. We're outside on. in the public.
If it's your property, then you got a right.
Whatever his name is, I'm filing a lawsuit for assault and battery. I got it on film, brother.
Okay.
What's your name?
I don't know.
You were all right when we were talking.
I don't know what lead to that, but
I'll tell you what.
What lead to that? Why he?
I'll tell you what.
You know?
I can save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm pressing charges. I want to file a police report.
For what?
He assaulted me. I got it on film.
How he assaulted you? That's
Absolutely.
What I'm asking you. How?
He grabbed my arm.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that because if you walk away from them,
bruh,
if he's asked you,
let's file the police report.
This is why qualified immunity needs to end. These egocentric officers must be held accountable and learn a lesson.
If this guy,
Bruh.
if this officer asks you to leave and you don't leave, that's a crime because they're going to be criminal trespass.
He didn't ask me to leave.
It's a private
He didn't ask me to leave.
place,
You're making
okay?
stuff up now.
I'm not. That's why
Bruh,
I asked you.
Do you have a supervisor here?
Yeah, we do have.
Okay, let me file a report with your supervisor.
Okay, we're not filing a police report. There's no
call your
crime.
supervisor.
You just want him off the property? Yeah.
I was leaving the property when he assaulted me.
All right. If you want to file a complaint, you can file a complaint with Cleveland Clinic Police Department.
Now, I want to file a criminal complaint. You guys are the reporting officers.
No,
I want to file.
This is Cleveland Clinic.
Did he call you?
Yeah, they called us.
Y'all don't have no jurisdiction?
That's that. They are police department.
They're their own police department. So if you
what kind of report are you guys going to file? You got to make a report.
We're not making on a report.
No.
Y'all can just go anywhere you want to.
No one was even ready to take down a police complaint. Finally, the young black police officer came back onto the scene who seemed to understand the law and sided with the victim.
Sergeant Marcus Grandpa, do you have a number for him?
You can call my dispatch and you can.
Who is here today besides you, that I can make a report about this incident?
My partner, but
let's get him here.
He's not a supervisor. He's right here, right behind me.
What's your name, sir? We can talk now. You heard what was going on?
Yeah, I heard what's going on.
Right.
All right. So do you want Marcus's number?
Now I want to get something legally on paper right now. This is all on film.
Do you want to write it down a statement, or you may just write this down now? I'm gonna get your statements like that. Want me to go do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You don't with me. I just wish.
We're gonna take it through the proper channels.
The victim was finally taken inside the building where the officer calmly listened and filed his complaint.
If you could write your name down.
Yeah.
And the officer.
I'm with the person now. He's gonna make a statement. I'll give you. I'll let you details what I'm done with it.
Next up, these cops thought they could intimidate this guy, but had no clue what was about to happen.
Go get a warrant.
Okay, well then that's what we'll do.
We're not searching anything on this property without a warrant.
It's always good to see informed citizens holding corrupt cops accountable, and today we'll be going through these instances where residents showed them who's the boss. The last officer's reaction was nothing compared to the first one, and you'll be shocked to see the meltdown.
You just proved
it. Of what crime? Of what crime? Whoa! Whoa! Simple battery. You just battered me, sir.
We're starting off with this moment of brilliance from this guy who knew to stand for his right.
You can be his little bodyguard all you want. Just stay out of my camera.
Who's the
name and badge number?
In August 2024, Bob returned home to find out his daughter and her boyfriend were pulled over by a couple of York County police officers as they were accused of brandishing a weapon during a road rage.
Why aren't y'all recording?
We recorded the people.
No. You get pulled over, pull your cameras out, and record them, and get name and badge numbers. You know you're blocking traffic, right? You know that bus had to go in the grass to get around you, right? Which is illegal.
Get around it. So you're welcome to banter, record, berate me. It's not going to change what I'm doing out here.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You're blocking traffic. I couldn't get around you, and the bus couldn't get around you.
Cops had received a call from the other party involved and wanted to conduct a search of the suspect's car and even the house. However, Bob would not let this happen as he continued to film and hold them accountable.
You have permission to search your car?
No, they don't have permission to search my car. I did nothing wrong.
They didn't see a gun. Anybody can ride down the street and say they saw a fucking gun. You can be his little bodyguard all you want. Just stay out of my fucking camera.
Who's the
name and badge number?
That's Sergeant Good, number 14. Are you the homeowner here?
Why does that matter?
Well, because I'm going to talk to the homeowner, see if either one can get search warrant.
They're not here.
Okay.
Sergeant Good, who had been intimidating the young girl and her boyfriend, now had to face her father, who was clearly well versed in the law.
There's a couple people that live here.
Okay. Any adults?
Yeah, there's a few adults that live here.
Can I talk to one of them?
We're talking to one.
Okay, so you live here. Sir, I'm not your enemy. Okay, I understand you're apprehensive. You got a whole bunch of cops here and everything else. I understand that. I'm not here to bust your chops. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Oh, yeah. What you're doing?
We got a call, and they are explaining to you or no? So we got a call about a road rage incident. They gave description of the vehicle, license plate number, description of the occupants. They said somebody waved a gun at them. Okay, so it is he said, she said at this point. Okay, but we also have to look at the motivation behind that call. It can happen, but does it happen all the time?
So
No,
go
it
get a
doesn't.
warrant.
Okay, well then that's what we'll do.
You have to get a warrant.
Okay. All right,
You're
very
not
good.
searching anything on this property without a warrant.
What we're going to do, though, in the meantime, because there's a firearm involved, alleged to be involved, is that we're going to do a protective sweep of the residence. We can do that without a warrant, okay? We're going to make sure there's nobody in there with a loaded gun waiting to out the windows, okay?
The sergeant was now claiming to do a safety check for the residents around, but he was completely wrong, as the officers need a clear breach of security to do so. Shortly after, Bob used the Attorney Shield app to quickly get legal advice from a lawyer.
This is Attorney. How do I see you requested support for a traffic stop today? Is that correct?
Yeah, my daughter was pulled over, and now they want to search the house.
Hey, I'm Sergeant Good with the York County Regional Police Department. Are you his representing attorney?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what we have is we had a road rage incident where somebody described a pistol with extended magazine was pointed at them from a vehicle that's here in the driveway. The people that are here in the driveway, the police officers got here and saw them go into the house, and we want to try to confirm whether there's somebody in the house with an extended magazine pistol that was waving it at people or not.
Oh, Mr. Ward, you understand that they don't have a right to search your home without a warrant, correct?
I told them they cannot enter the house without a warrant.
Well, there's a difference between entering the house and doing a protective sweep to make sure there's not somebody in there pointing a gun at me right now.
Sergeant Good was once again trying to use the benefit of a protective sweep, something he had no right to do. Keep watching as the attorney prepared to take him to task.
But you understand that he doesn't have to give you permission to enter his home unless you have a warrant.
Correct. For searching it, the protective sweep, I believe there's plenty of case law saying that we can make sure there's nobody armed and dangerous in there wanting to hurt us. Again, not to search the house, but to enter for a protective sweep.
You know, it is his private property, so unless you have a search warrant, you don't have a right to enter his home.
Okay, we might agree to disagree on that point for entry, but anyway, we'll apply for a search warrant, and as long as these people all stay out here, maybe we don't need to do a protective sweep, and we'll just apply for the search warrant. So
Bob made a smart move by getting the attorney on the call, leaving the sergeant visibly defeated.
I'm trying to look for cooperation, look for a specific weapon. If it's not there, great. But again, if you know, if you want to talk to him, see if there's anything that he wants to do with us, great. If not, we'll just secure the way we're at now. But we're not going to let anybody go back in the residence until we have a search warrant, because very well could be weapons inside, and he's actually admitted there's other weapons inside. Okay?
Yes, sir. I just, I have to protect my client's constitutional rights.
No, I get it. I totally understand. Yep. If somebody has this weapon and they're willing to escort us to it and get it, great.
There is no weapon they're talking about in this premises.
If there is no weapon, then I understand that also. But we can't just say, somebody says somebody did the same thing to you.
So anybody can call and say, "Hey, this guy has a gun," and you're going they're not here, so they can't say anything. They took a 911 phone call.
No, we talked to the person.
However, suddenly the story took a twist. Although there was no weapon inside the car, Bob's girlfriend told him that there was marijuana in the trunk.
So they're looking for a gun, and there is a bomb in the trunk of the car.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to get a warrant to search for a gun. So anything outside of is nothing, right?
They can take it, right? That's all.
Unfortunately, if they get a warrant to search the car, I believe they can press charges for something else being found in the vehicle.
What if we just let them search it and all they find is a bone?
It's going to be up to their discretion on whether
I will reach in that shit and smash it right now, and what can they do about it?
They can charge you. All right, go ahead.
Suddenly, Bob's position weakened, forcing him to quickly shift his approach.
So yeah, if you do give them permission to search, and they find something like that, just know that it is up to their discretion whether or not they want to press charges.
I gotcha.
And sometimes, when you are cooperative, they might let something like that slide, but there's no guarantee. So, giving up your rights in that instance, the charges.
I gotcha.
Ultimately, Bob decided to cooperate and let the officers search the car, but Carl alone, hoping they would let the marijuana slide. We keep watching ahead to see what twist this case takes.
Whoever was parked down there seen us the whole time. We're outside.
Yeah, we kind of see him. Okay. Once I saw him get the stuff out of the car. That was for no. I never.
This stuff.
That stuff.
This stuff.
Okay, all right. So just bring the fishing rod. So nobody carried something in there. We're just looking for a large pistol with an extended magazine. So that's it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You have a card?
In my car.
You got a card?
I'll grab it for you then.
You ain't got it. So glad I have this app now.
It's definitely a good resource.
Appreciate you guys. Look at the car. Really, no gun in it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why the caller's adamant that she saw.
That's because we were reporting them because they had a bat. They were literally waving the bat out the window. Pull over.
A bat?
Yeah.
Like a baseball?
A baseball bat, yeah.
After an extensive search of the vehicle, the officers could find nothing suspicious. Sergeant Good reviewed videos showing the other party in the road rage incident threatening them with a baseball bat.
I was more certain that somebody could have snuck the gun into the house. We would get a search warrant for the house.
That's the only way you're entering the house.
These guys are saying, what's that?
It's the only way you're going to enter the house.
Right. No, I get that. And I'm not here to, flex on you or anything like that. Okay. But if my guys would have said, somebody carried a bag inside or something. But under the circumstances at that point, I don't think we are gonna search the house. I don't like you saw you turning on the phone down there. I don't think we are, since we were able to check the car, and they're pretty certain that nobody's going to be done
out until they were getting closer. Once we saw you out.
This finally changed his perspective, and the officers left the residence.
We're not just harassing you guys here. We're gonna be talking to them and making sure.
And the reason why there is 4 cops is that, one, this is one that we would automatically send 2 guys off. And then I'm the 5th supervisor, so I'm going to come. You know what I mean? And the other guy was semi-close at the south end of the red line, so I told him to. You know what I mean? It's not that, again, whenever we have a call that involves a firearm, we have to just caution.
Please do.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, too.
Bob continued to record the cops as they went back to their business. It is truly satisfying to see the way that he handled the sergeant, who could easily have intimidated some other person to search their home. Attorney Shield was a huge help too, and we hope that everyone has it to ensure these corrupt cops know their place. Moving on, this next officer made a major blunder and ultimately had to apologize and face legal action.
Did you just run from me? Still okay? Alright, put your hands behind your back.
In November 2022, David Wiggins was returning home after grabbing some food when a couple of police officers pulled him over. Before he could even think anything, he found himself on the ground.
Hands out the window! Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand up in the door. Get on the ground. On the ground. On the ground! On the ground.
The female officer was the aggressor as she had his gun out and went over to Wiggins. However, he wasn't even the guy they were after and made a huge blunder.
Did you just run from me? Still okay? Alright, put your hands behind your back. No.
Can I ask you what I did?
You run from me?
Just be the one. I was going home. I did not run, I swear.
It didn't take long for these idiot cops to find out they had made a mistake, and shortly after, they apologized for this embarrassment.
Good. That's scary. I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through, and you turned off this one.
Yeah, must well have. We had everybody coming to do.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
It is concerning how law enforcement officers made such a blunder, and shortly after this, Wiggins ended up filing a civil rights lawsuit against the officer and the city. The case is yet to go to trial, but we hope he gets the compensation he deserves. Well, this might take a bit long, but this guy made sure to own this corrupt cop on the spot.
All right. If there's a reasonable suspicion.
This is articulable reasonable suspicion. You just proved
of what
it.
crime?
On August 4th, 2020, a couple of auditors were driving near the Ware County Prison in Georgia when the driver made a wrong turn and pulled into the driveway to check the map. That is when an officer approached and began demanding his ID.
All right, sir?
Yeah, I was checking out something out on the map.
Okay, all right. You do realize you stopped there, back there?
Yeah, we thought we could get through. Then we saw we couldn't, so we turned around.
All right. You got your driver's license with you?
I do. Am I getting pulled over for something?
Well, you pulled into the water driveway back there.
To turn around.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out what you were doing. We're trying to identify you.
Is that illegal?
How's my ID going to tell you what I'm doing?
Well, we're trying to identify you.
Okay.
For what?
May I please have your driver's license?
Is that a lawful order?
Yes, sir.
What infraction do you believe I've committed?
You pulled over here on the road, and I checked that.
Because I was going to look at the map. I didn't want to get on my cellular device.
Well, that's good.
While I was driving.
Well, that's good. I appreciate it. Do you have your driver's license?
I have my driver's license with me, but I'm not certain I'm required to give it. Can you state some sort of statute or
yes, sir.
some sort of infraction?
Anytime you're requested by law enforcement to provide driver's license, you have to provide driver's license.
The officer was clearly in the wrong. The law requires reasonable, articulable suspicion to demand someone's documents, and he had none.
If you've committed some sort of infraction or crime.
Back there.
Was that illegal? Was that illegal?
And you pulled in, so we're trying to figure out what
was
you're
that
doing.
illegal?
We were trying to figure out.
I understand that.
We're trying to figure out what you're doing.
But you're not to figure out what I'm doing, police. You're the law enforcement. Police.
And that we're trying to figure out. It's suspicious. So we're just trying to figure out what you were doing.
Is one of these cars your supervisor?
Yes, sir, it is.
I'd like to talk to your supervisor, please.
You're going to talk to me right now. And do you have your driver's license?
I'm not. I don't think I'm required to give you my driver's license, and I'd like to talk to your supervisor to find out.
Yes, sir. May I please get your driver's license?
I don't believe you're giving me a lawful command, sir.
Yes, I am.
For what purpose do you need my ID? What crime or ordinance do you suspect me to have broken?
Because it was suspicious of you to pull.
Suspicious? Is that a misdemeanor or is that a felony?
The officer was just trying to intimidate him because he took an apparent wrong turn. But make sure to keep watching as things were about to get heated.
Loitering or something like that. Do you have
evidence that I was loitering?
Sir, you pulled in back there, did you not?
I turned around, yeah, because I saw that I couldn't get through.
You couldn't get through? The road was open. I don't know.
Oh, I saw. It looked like there was checkpoints for getting into the prison or something, so we turned around because we didn't think we could get through.
As you can see from our plate, we're not from here, so yeah.
I understand that. Do you have your driver's license?
I don't. I'm telling you, am I lawfully required to give you my ID?
Yes, sir.
For what purposes am I lawfully required?
Well, I just explain to you, sir.
Suspicion isn't a crime, and I didn't break any ordinance.
Reasonable suspicion, yes.
Of a crime.
Reasonable suspicion that you turn around.
Can I just talk to the supervisor that's back there?
No, sir. I need your driver's license.
I'm done answering questions.
All right, sir. We'll have you step out of the vehicle for me.
For what purpose?
The auditors stayed calm despite the officer escalating the situation and even trying to force the driver out of the vehicle, something he had no legal reason to do.
Step out of the vehicle, sir. I just need to identify you.
But for what purpose?
You're making it harder. I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to make it lawful.
All I'm trying to do.
What law do you think I broke to pull me over for?
You were down there. You pulled.
Yes,
I didn't know what you were doing. Right.
I turned around.
That's the warden's residence. That's the warden's residence.
I turned around.
Property,
I didn't know whose it was.
It's state property. So I came down here to identify. It's state property. Okay.
Public property then.
That's state property. Okay.
Was it illegal to turn around on his property?
Well, it's articulably reasonable suspicious that you're performing something
illegal
there, or you're doing something there when we have other things going on. So if I can please identify you,
I'm not from
sir.
this town.
Okay, and that's fine. And all I have to do is identify you. We can get you on your way.
How is identifying me going to tell you what I was doing?
Well, we're making sure that you're not a wanted person. You're somebody that's going to go there and harm the warden or something.
The ID is not going to tell you that.
I'm making a formal request for your supervisor right now.
Okay, well that's fine, sir.
I'm formally making a request right now for your supervisor.
I'm making a formal request that you provide your driver's license?
3611 36.
35.3611. What's your statute ID? It says that if you've committed a crime, if you have in the commission of a crime.
Another trooper arrived on the scene, and he turned out to be even worse than the first officer.
Step back here.
For what reason?
Step back here.
What did he explain? He explained that I turned around in someone's driveway. Yes, I did. I don't know whose driveway was.
Stop and listen. You asked me a question. I'm telling you exactly what I'm
I don't. Is it unlawful to turn around in a driveway? Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Currently, there's been events happening there at the prison, correct?
I don't know. You can see I'm from Florida.
Right, so this is what's going on.
Okay.
There's been events happening there at the prison last week. All right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. I pulled into a driveway. I didn't know whose driveway it was. Wasn't posted for trespassing.
If you will
I made
hand
sure
your
to
phone
look.
to your buddy, he can record with both phones, but you're going to step out here and we're going to try to identify.
I ask you, sir, so you're a supervisor, correct? But is this a lawful request for my ID? Can you tell me what lawful statute or of what? My wallet's down there, so I can get you my ID from down there.
Can you
I'm
grab
not
your
gonna have you
wallet
get
from
it.
Can you grab? I was pointing at it. It's right there. That's why I was pointing at it. You think that?
Okay. So I'm going to identify myself.
It is astonishing how many laws these cops will break under the pretext of officer safety. Their actions only fuel public outrage and make things worse for themselves.
Able to identify.
Okay. So you're identifying me for suspicious behavior?
Yes, sir.
And that's not a misdemeanor nor a felony.
It is.
Nor have I committed a traffic infraction.
We don't know what you're doing. But honestly,
this isn't going to tell you what I'm doing. But so, just for the record, I have not made a traffic infraction, correct?
Sir,
is that correct?
You pulled into the water.
Did I make a traffic infraction? Yes or no?
Sir, you pulled into a driveway that does not belong to you, right?
Yes.
You don't know who it belongs to.
Correct. I was turning around.
So
it's
I'm coming down here.
Practice.
I've informed you.
Yes.
When I initially informed you, when I asked for your driver's license, you asked for the reason. I informed you whose driveway that was. I'm trying to figure out because of the
my
events
ID is
that
going
occurred.
to make it yes or not
Yes,
unlawful?
Yes, sir.
My ID is going to change whether it's lawful or not. All right. I am handing you my driver's license under duress. Under threat of... Am I going to get arrested if I don't give you my license?
Sir, you can be charged. I'm just asking for your driver's license.
Am I going to...
The officer eventually tells the auditor that he could be arrested if he didn't provide his license. That is when he decides to hand him his document. But that wouldn't be the end of this stop.
Am I going to be arrested if I don't give you my driver's license?
I'm just asking for your driver's license. Yes, sir, you can be arrested.
If you're asking for it, I'm going to say no. If you're requesting it, requiring it by law...
I am requiring it by law.
Under threat of arrest, then I will...
I am requiring it by law. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am going to get arrested if I don't ID myself.
There is state law that says when you're requested by law enforcement...
Yes or no?
Yes,
okay.
if you're required by law enforcement, you must provide your driver's license.
All right. If there's a reasonable suspicion.
This is articulable reasonable suspicion. You just proved it.
Of what crime? Of what crime? Whoa! Whoa! Simple battery. You just battered me, sir.
Step out here, because I've given you lawful commands.
And you have my ID.
Please.
And you have my ID.
Please give your phone to your friend, and we're gonna step out here.
Okay, I'm stepping out. You don't need to manhandle me. I'm stepping out.
How am I manhandling? Step out.
Okay, I'm stepping out.
I don't want you doing anything to put the vehicle in drive because I've had that happen before.
I'll shut it off.
All right, thank you.
I didn't even think of that. I apologize.
Step back.
Okay, I'm stepping back.
The auditor was eventually forced out of the car, and after the cops ran his license, they let him go on his way. It is unclear if the auditors pursued the case or filed any complaints against the corrupt officer. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where cops were absolutely humbled and owned by informed citizens. It is great to see people knowing the law and actually knowing their rights as they end up questioning the corrupt cops and holding them accountable for their crime. If you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, watch the shocking moments these celebrities were found guilty and arrested.
You can't be acting like that, bro.
Yeah, well, you can't be my kid.